Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the OG Podcast, the only podcast hosted by two OGs dedicated to preserving the sanctity of geek culture. This is your boy, Wally and Rowls, and I'm joined, of course, by my partner in crime, the keeper of civility and order, Rowls.
Yes, sir.
He's in the building, and we're in the building, and we're back. It's been a minute. A lot of things have transpired.
Yes.
We're going to take it a different direction. A direction that is, I can say that is the foundation. Well, I don't want to say foundation, but it's a cornerstone of who we are as the OG Podcast. Video gaming. Yes. We're going to talk about video games. For a minute, we're going to talk about video games because they're near and dear to our heart. The first one that we will talk about in this, I guess, series of video game episodes, we're going to dedicate this one to 007, First Light.
Yes.
You don't know about this game, y'all. You have to know about it because it's been buzzing.
Yes.
Since it's released. And interestingly, I don't know how this flew under the radar in my world, but Rose, you were the one that informed me of this game in the first place. You had it first, and you was like, bro, you need to play this game.
Yes, for sure.
And I said, okay. Because you don't really, like your video gaming bandwidth as of late it's not been there.
No. Occasionally, if I'm feeling stressed, I throw on a Street Fighter. That's about it.
Right, something that you can pick up and put right back down.
Yeah, whoop some folks up and then just turn it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you recommended it, I'm thinking, okay, this is you have found a way to carve time in to play this game. I'd probably better look at this.
I'll take it a step further. I don't know if I actually carved time in. It hooked me, and then I made the time. Yes. Because I have a terrible track record with single player campaign games, because if they go longer than say 25 to 30 hours, I'm busy, so it's it's hard to pick it back up. Like if after a month has passed since I played it, so it's hard to pick it up again. And then I go, oh well, but this one here, this one right here,
put it down.
Yes, and it actually encouraged me to go back, and that's what the great thing about this game is. It's actually encouraging me to go back to like the Horizons and the God of Wars and things like that to really say, okay, let's really like play these games out till the end. At least.
Yeah. You know what? You bring up a good point.
Right.
The whole concept of playing a game and being away from it, and for me, you nearly forget how to play it. Right. And I have stopped playing games as a result of that. Like there are games like Starfield and stuff like what was the other one? No Man's Sky. It's like I haven't played it in a while. I've forgotten how to play it, and you get kind of discouraged when you go back in. It's like, man, I gotta learn how to do this. I don't even remember how I did all this.
Exactly.
And so it's one of those things where you got to find a game and stick with it, man. And like you say, go through enough of it so if you do leave and come back. But yeah, this is a game that is hard to put down.
Right.
And if you are a fan of action movies, gunplay and fights, this game, I've never seen a game shot in this manner.
Yes,
the way that this game is shot,
right,
and you're in a movie in this game,
right,
with the ambiance, the music changing, and it's kind of just like in a movie when you can feel the tension is rising. The music is not that no other games do it, but the way that this one does it is, I think it's one of those things that I believe in the future that games will copy. I've not seen a game done like this. Now, I didn't play Hitman. So, and this is coming from IO Interactive, the same company responsible for Hitman.
Yes.
So, if anyone out there you might have some. Did you play Hitman?
Barely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
think I downloaded it. I played a little bit of it, But it's nothing. I will say what I played of Hitman, it was nothing like this.
Yeah.
I would say the closest thing to compare it to is the Spider-Man games from Insomniac.
It's very Arkham-like.
It's very immersive.
With the espionage and the sneaking around and the creeping up on people. And even the fighting system, which, interestingly enough, Spider-Man took from Arkham.
Yeah.
I
would definitely. Oh, sorry, I mean, cut you off.
No.
I would definitely say like Arkham is the Godfather.
It is.
And then you get the Spider-Man games from Insomniac, and this one. And I heard this one was in development for like 7 years or something like that.
Yeah, 7 years.
So I can tell that they took notes from both of those, and even down to I think the one of the designers did the fight mechanics for this one was the fight mechanic designer for Arkham. So
you can tell with the counter system. And,
yeah.
But it's still done differently. The fighting is not, because when you're fighting with Batman in Arkham, it feels really like he's an expert and it's real clean and it's like, it's just real. But this feels like street fighting. When you fighting, it's like he's doing whatever. He's throwing stuff at you. And
exactly.
Ramming your head up against stuff. Like what you would do if you were really in a fight and you're trying to survive.
Right.
Batman doesn't fight like he's trying to survive. He's fighting like he's trying to like it's easy to him.
Right. The ironic thing is, I can't remember exactly when it happened. It was maybe 2 or 3 years ago where Amazon bought MGM Studios, and then they made a play for the Bond franchise, which was owned by the Broccoli family. Albert Broccoli his family owned the Bond franchise. He basically created it in that family. It just stayed in the family.
Right.
Well, they sold it. To Amazon MGM.
What did they get? What did they get for it? What are the numbers?
Let's see.
Because I would like to know what the return on the investment.
Yeah, I'll look that up. But it's funny. I've been reading some notes on it, and let's see. So it was Amazon paid $8.5 billion. Billy, 8.5.
What were the movies?
And the deal was finalized last February. So it was Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson.
What is that franchise worth? Do you think?
Yeah.
Is 8.5 Billy a steal in the grand scheme of things? What were those movies?
Well, sorry, I take that back. So I am mistaken.
Okay.
I'm reading this wrong. Amazon, it was 8.5 Billy for MGM Studios.
Okay. The studio. Okay.
And then I think it was about $1 billion.
Oh my God, just $1 billion?
For the Bond.
So they only walked away with 1.5 billion?
Yeah. There's so many different numbers. Yeah.
I would
one article says that Amazon paid $20 million for control of James Bond. But it's not, it says there's fine print that it's not public. Anyway, long story short.
I hope they didn't pull the wool over the Broccoli's eyes.
And Barbara Broccoli has made some comments about these. I think that's what I find ironic. She's like, these guys don't know what they're doing with the franchise, and I'm kind of like, I said, well, I played this 007 First Light, and I think they're doing okay with the first offering.
Yeah.
They haven't put a movie out yet.
Yeah, because the only thing they could be basing that opinion off of is this game, right? Unless there's some other things behind the table.
There might be some hurt around the sale, maybe. But so far so good.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
The game itself is amazing.
Well written.
Yeah.
And I think I think what makes this game different, you literally feel like an actor in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You feel like you're in this. You're in this.
Yeah, and they start off right off the bat with...
Yeah, they come with it.
Yeah, like they start off the bat with, this is James Bond before he even...
Yeah, he has no 00 designation.
Right. Yeah.
He's just a regular, you know,
yeah, he's
private in the British Army.
He's not even... Yeah, he's in the British Army. He's not even connected to Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Nothing that. Nope.
Yeah, so... yeah, and I find that interesting. You know, your first foray into Bond is this game, and I mean, the opening sequence, you're in it.
Yeah,
you're in, you know, in Iceland. Yeah, you survive that, and then it goes right into the movie credits, which is just like. That was just a chef's kiss.
Yeah,
I was like, this is dope.
After the explosion,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's in the water. Like, yeah. And we're not going to spoil anything here, but
this. I'm glad that they went with a infant Bond, right? As far as who he is as James Bond, and you get to see the beginning of what becomes what everybody knows James Bond to be. Mm-hmm. He's very skillful, you know, smart, charming, but reckless and young.
Raw.
Because he's 26 and he's just, you know, too young to realize that he's doing some crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, he almost has this air of invincibility.
Right.
You know, he doesn't care about stats and odds and anything like that. He firmly believes if there's something that needs to be done, he can do it.
Which I appreciate because it tracks with my favorite Bond. My favorite Bond was Daniel Craig. That Daniel Craig run, loved Bond. Caught every movie day one. You know, back in the day, you know, I had an affinity for the other Bonds. You know, even Pierce Brosnan. I went to those movies, but you know, looking back, some of them don't hold up.
Well,
a lot of them don't hold up.
But it's such an old franchise, man. We talk about 60s, bro. Like, Bond is old,
right?
And people don't realize.
But even back then, it's like the sexual stuff and, you know, the sexual revolution stuff is like, oh, man.
Yeah, they did some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Going through the 70s especially. It was a weird time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He was exploring all kinds of things. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I would say that Daniel Craig was more grounded and he had feelings. He actually, you know,
Bonds were very.
Yeah, he wasn't like, hey, I'm trying to.
Emotional.
I'm not trying to bag and tag women, you know, like.
He was all about that.
Right, yeah.
That was actually part of the you know, because Bond girl was a thing.
Right.
Like, your movie came out, you want to know who's playing Bond and who the Bond girl is.
Yes.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's
and then the names got ridiculous. I think the last one, the very last Pierce Brosnan, it was like Christmas Jones. And then there was a joke that came with it at the end of the movie. I was like, okay, well, all right. There
was a lot of inappropriate named women that we won't go into.
Yeah, for sure. But getting back to the game.
Yes.
I love how it was written. I love that they set up first off, Patrick Wilson is a guy that did that's voicing and doing the what would you call that, like motion capture?
He's doing motion capture as well. Because his face
and everything. Facial expressions.
Everybody was.
Right, and I think that's what made it feel like a movie. And I will say. There's a little excitement here because it's like, you know, is Amazon, MGM Studios, like low-key trying to introduce us to the new Bond through this game? Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, but no, we don't. But the guy that plays Greenway, which is low-key my favorite character, Lenny James,
right.
of Walking Dead fame. Mm-hmm. And for those of us who played Destiny 2 as much as we played it, or Destiny, he's been around for both.
Right.
Like over 13 years worth of Destiny. Mm-hmm. He played Shaxx, Lord Shaxx. He's the head of the Crucible, the PvP arena. And so we're familiar with him. He's my favorite character in the game. His motion capture, his walking.
John Greenway is the character's name.
John Greenway.
Right.
I love Greenway. But yeah, everybody did a wonderful job. Like you said, not just the voice acting, but the actual physical acting too.
Right.
It's you feel like you're in a movie. I don't know how to articulate it well enough to give you the feel of what I'm trying to describe without you having played it, and I don't think you'll understand until you play it. Like a perfect example of how I feel, what I enjoyed about the gameplay and how it made you feel like you were watching a movie. You literally felt like you forgot you were holding a controller.
Right.
It was the part, man. So there's a part where he's training.
Yes, with
he's trying to
two other trainees.
Yes.
Two or three, yeah.
And the way... Now, what most games do now is that, and which is a good thing that they've been doing over a few decades now, is when you start at the beginning of the game, they have tutorials, but they're in game, so you're kind of ushered into a tutorial, but it's still woven into the fabric of the story, and
the game is moving.
And the game is moving,
and progressing.
This one is like they're. 1 minute you're doing push-ups and you gotta do that. And then the next minute it switches and now you're doing that. It's like you're training, but you're doing all this stuff so quick, and then the quick time events are happening, and it feels like a movie that's been edited. We're shooting this, and now they're here, and now they're over there, and but the whole time you're still training and learning how to move your character, operate your character. Again, I feel like I'm not explaining it well enough for you to get an idea.
It is the best. Well it is. It's the best tutorial system I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah. Bar none.
Right. Because the locales change.
Yes.
And you're in a training environment, which makes sense.
Right.
And you're doing things that will progress you in the game anyway.
Right.
So you're doing it. So then it becomes like a natural.
James.
Right. And then it becomes a natural thing whenever you start going on.
Right.
You don't even start a first mission yet. Technically, the first mission is something that happens within the training grounds, which speaks to James Bond's character, because him and the other trainees were doing something that was against Greenway's advice, his protocol, but it was necessary to think that way to be a 00. So, even down to the apartment that they all lived in, they put all the trainees in this fancy apartment, and they had their own room. And I love all the different little Easter eggs that you would uncover.
Yes.
That felt natural. It didn't feel like it was forced. Like, okay, oh my God, I got to find this one thing to be able to unlock this other thing. They might have done that once or twice, but they didn't. It wasn't dependent on that. You could freestyle if you wanted to. In terms of getting into somewhere or
that is perfectly said, because that is one of the things I love about this game, and you hit it. There, in any given mission, there's a multitude of ways to like, for example, get into the server room or get into the party, or there's 100 ways to do it. And there's no wrong way. Like you can strong arm your way, or you can sneak in, or you can, there's a million ways to do it. And every time you play the game, you can do it a different way. And so I can't imagine. And these games always amaze me because there are so many different alternatives and paths that you can travel, that you have to realize that these voice actors have to act out and voice every single scenario and every possibility. And so that's a lot of work, and it's more work than what they would have to do in a feature film, because feature films are so linear. Whereas these are not. They give the player an opportunity to choose a route, and you may never hear a part of a script that they recorded.
Right. And
Because
I would be
this
interested.
way.
Yeah, I would be interested to learn if they used AI, like they had their major script and then all these other like different other other scenarios, because they have their voice already recorded and they already have done the motion capture with their face. If they allowed AI to create those scenarios,
That's a good point, because
that would
it takes a lot of work.
That's a lot of scenarios.
Before AI, they had to record everything.
Exactly.
So you're right. I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah, I wonder what. There's like 1,000 videos. I will say that they were very good at informing, and this is how I got into the game, and this is what sold me on the game. On YouTube, they were putting video after video, development video on like the gameplay, the actors, breakdowns of the story, and you know what you're gonna see when this game comes out. So by the time the release date came, I was like, okay,
Let's go.
I'm ready to play. Now, again, I had no idea what I was in for, but like the first 5 minutes of the game, if you would be, I would be hard pressed to find somebody that plays the first 5 minutes of this game and goes, nah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you just don't like. You just don't like single player. Like that type of game.
Right. You just don't like that type of game.
Because if you do, I mean, if you played any Metal Gear, you need to play this.
Yes.
Because it has elements of Metal Gear. Like I said, this game took from a lot of stuff. Because to be told, as revolutionary as Arkham was, Arkham stole from Metal Gear, because that guy Kojima is the godfather of espionage, spy, sneaking around, stealth, video games, and so everybody that's
you can't
doing that
spy
stuff,
just walking in going, hey guys,
now that works.
I'm here to punch people.
It's crazy because sometimes that's the way to get in there. You don't have to beat your way in. It's a fighting. Throw a dude over the railing to get in somewhere. You can kind of just. Right. There's so many alternatives.
And that's what I like about it. They kind of lead you down the path of like, hey, don't just rush in.
Yes.
Like, don't do that.
Assess the situation.
But when they say, hey, it's license to kill.
It's time to go. And that's when it gets fun, bro.
It's really fun.
That's when it gets crazy and frustrating at the very beginning. If you've ever played Resident Evil 1, you'll understand what I mean about
conservation of bullets.
Yes. Ammunition conservation.
Right.
Because, bruh, this ain't no game where you can just shoot your gun and reload and shoot your gun. No. Your gun's going to run out of bullets.
Right.
The gun that's on your person will run out.
Right.
And you won't have any more. Mm-hmm. And so now you have to be skillful enough to get weapons from those you're fighting. So if that means throwing your empty weapon at somebody, stunning them, running up on them, incapacitating them, and then taking their gun, or picking up a gun off somebody you may have killed before you ran out of bullets. But you have to keep picking up guns.
Right.
And you better be pretty decent at using all of them.
Right.
Because you may not like shotguns, but that may not be that's maybe the only thing that's available to you right now. So you have to pick that up and go with it.
I got giddy because I know that they're developing a John Wick game, and I was like, if they are paying attention to this game,
they really should, bro.
That game is going to also be amazing. Yeah, and if they can make John Wick kind of feel like this, that's another. Yeah, I will go on record to say, to me, this is a classic.
Yeah.
For me.
No, yeah.
And
there's no game like this.
Right.
Even though they took a lot from every other game, but still. It's still in the class by itself.
It is. But like getting back, I derailed a little bit there, but getting back to that gunplay, I think that's what adds the movie quality to it, because it's like you're in a situation, you ran out of bullets. What are you going to do?
Right.
So it's like, you throw the gun, and that was
are a big part of it. You might have to use your watch or your pen or your your phone darts and your all that stuff.
Right. But I like the introduction of the watch in terms of the stealthier stuff that you have to do.
Yep,
like you walk into like a party and you have to get into a room. Well, there might be a key that you need to get, but that person has the key
on them,
and you can't just walk up and pickpocket.
Yeah, you got to distract them.
Yeah, or make them sick with your watch because
yes.
they have this. You can shoot like a dart, and it'll hit
that's
them
from the phone. Yep, phone dart. Yep.
The phone dart, and you hit them with the phone dart, and they start getting sick and disoriented. And while they're sick and disoriented, you can pickpocket, or you can. One thing that was cool was you could like say there's a lighter laying around somewhere. You can grab a lighter and then throw it in a trash can and have them look at the trash can.
What's going on over there?
Right.
Pickpocket.
Right.
They not looking. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, there's several scenarios. Like, there was one mission where you were on an island, and I had to get into this spa, and there was two guys blocking
the tie.
Yeah, and there was different
resort.
ways. There's different ways that you can do that.
Vietnamese tie.
Yeah, or Thailand or something like that.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah. But what was cool was I found. So they wouldn't let me in.
Right.
So I walked around to the back.
Yeah, I know what you're
and then I was able to climb. There's a little hole and you can
come through on the other side.
But they didn't point me to that.
No.
That was what was
it's
so dope about it. It was just there. It was like, okay, we're just going to leave the situation. Yeah. I think one thing I like about the game was it wasn't like, okay, right here.
Right
here.
It's
not pointing.
No.
It's not like you're on a railroad track. It's like you're in a situation.
They force you to improvise, man.
Right.
Like you have to be cognizant of your surroundings.
Right.
It pays to walk around and look at everything.
And listen.
Yes.
And read.
Eavesdropping.
And read on the
stuff.
Easter eggs.
Yep.
The Easter eggs are not necessarily getting you into a place.
Nope, but they give you hints on how to get in. Yeah, it's
right.
like, or eavesdrop on some people talking.
Right.
And you might learn about the environment. It's like, oh, okay, let me go over here and see.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, there's a million ways to do any one given thing, man. It's crazy.
But that made me smile because it felt like I was freestyling.
Yeah.
Even though it was there and they designed it to be there.
Yes.
There wasn't nothing pointing going,
go in there. Yeah.
Go in this hole and then climb up.
Right.
And then you're in the spa.
But you might talk to somebody that might lead you in that direction.
Correct.
Because you sit down and you listen to some people talking like, yeah, man, there's a security problem over here. Somebody could easily climb that wall and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
And so now you go looking for this area in the compound where you can, so, right. It's important to read and listen. And I think, and I'm about to take a dump on the young generation. And those are the things that these young kids don't like to do. They just want to grab their guns and shoot. They don't want to do. My son hates single player games. Let me get it out of the way. Man, this generation, they don't care to do it. And
right.
Unfortunately, this is a game that people really need to lay their eyes on and have an opportunity to play. Mm-hmm. But I get it if that's not your thing. But this is something that I'd hate for people to be short-sighted and not play just because it's not a social game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're an old head, especially, I think you need to play this game.
Right. What was cool was there was a bit of comic relief on that same mission. Where you're like walking around this island and trying to find.
I know what you're about to say.
And there's this black guy.
Yeah.
And he's like
and everybody.
Yeah. But that guy is actually
he's the biggest. That dude is a TikTok sensation.
Right.
What's his name again?
KB Lang.
Yes, that guy. That guy. He's in the game.
Right. And
he does the thing that he does.
Yes.
In the game because
for wordless deadpan reactions. Yeah.
Yes. They didn't miss anything.
And he's just looking at him like, obviously
you can't read.
You can't read.
He's right
like
front of you.
it's like I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was dope.
And I thought it was odd at first because I had no idea who this guy was.
Oh,
and
you
then,
didn't? Okay,
no.
okay. So I recognized him.
Okay.
I did recognize him. I was like, wow, they did that too?
Right.
Like, that's nuts. Like, I don't even know what else I probably missed.
Right.
Because you'll play through this game and miss a ton.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. You'll miss a lot.
Now, one person you won't miss is Lenny Kravitz playing a Bond villain.
Excellent. Until a certain point.
Until a certain point, yeah. He's an antagonistic character.
Yes, he is that. He is that.
Yeah.
He does
very unpredictable. Well. Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah. What was his name? Balma. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, his character was excellently written too.
Yeah. And then what makes me excited is he has a small part in the game and it progresses you. Mm-hmm. But there was some mentions of, I think, his daughter.
Yes.
Because they were trying to get out of a situation. And they are going to release like year one content and there's going to be a mission with him in it. So you're going to get some more content with Lenny Kravitz. Yeah. Because he's specifically looking for Bond. Like, hey, yo.
It was very open-ended the way that you left him.
Right.
So you knew there would be more.
Yeah. So yeah, that everything about this game is I love the progression on how James Bond becomes James Bond. Down from the fighting to the gunplay and then even to the driving, which is
the
crazy.
Driving scene when you're chasing 009 for the man.
Yeah.
That was when I knew this is a Bond movie right here, bro.
Correct.
This is it.
Right.
This is it.
Yeah. And I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but everything is imagined down
that cargo
from
plane scene too. I'm sorry. That cargo plane scene.
Yes. Yes. It's dope.
That was so dope.
Right.
Very
Yeah. That was that was right out of a movie.
Smooth Bond. It was 100% Bond stuff.
Right
there, man.
Right. But yeah, everybody down from M to Q, acted. Money Penny. Oh,
great character.
Yeah. My hope is they announce a movie and they say Patrick Wilson is.
Man, Lenny James was co-signing on that thing, man. He wants it to happen.
Yeah. Now I know everybody's want Idris Elba to play Bond.
I've never really been on that train. I mean, I can see why, but the dude doesn't want it. I'm thinking, just leave him alone, man. Stop talking about it. It don't sound like he wants it.
Well, I think he doesn't want it because
you got to be invested for some years.
Huh?
You got to be invested for some years.
Well, that and then the baggage that comes with it because there is this kind of white supremacist view. Yeah, there's this white supremacist view that Bond always needs to be white.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when No Time to Die when what's her name? Why am I blanking on names? It's gonna bother me. She was in Captain Marvel.
The lead?
No, she became 007 because James Bond.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember you talking about. Yeah.
Lashana Lynch. Yeah. The people were.
I remember that.
The racism that came off of that was just. Yeah, it was terrible.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't say enough about this game. Like, really thought out relationships are formed in this game. Greenway really had an instrumental,
great,
like
my favorite character in the game, man.
Right? Yeah, and he had a really complicated but connected relationship with James Bond.
Yeah,
and it makes James Bond. It will further who James Bond will become.
Yeah,
just through his interactions with Greenway.
Yeah.
And
his character development was dope too. When that plot twist.
Yes. Exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly. And then no spoilers here, but the chef's kiss is when they end the movie, and when I say movie, it feels like a movie.
The whole thing felt like a movie.
It felt like a movie. It was it was definitely an ending, like a movie ending, and you understand the origin and the meaning of 007.
Yeah.
Because it's always been a weird, like, why 007?
That was tied up really well.
I love that. It was just like tied in a bow. I was like,
oh, the writing.
Let's go.
Yes. Sequel tomorrow.
Right.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was dope. Why he did that and why he explained that.
Yeah. So rating this game from 1 to 5. And the reason I'm giving that rating, Well,
you want to explain to the people, or you want to wait?
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll go ahead and explain it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have him on the show.
Shout out to homie.
Yes, but we have a really good friend and brother, friend of the podcast. His name is Johnny Prototype.
Yes, sir.
And he is developing an app called Brag That. I'll let him explain it, but it's around movies and TV right now, and he has a rating system. And what's great about it is you find your community, especially if your friends are on Brag That. You get to see who your closest friends, like what they like, what they don't like, how they rate something. It'll send you like notifications, all that stuff. But we're gonna definitely have him on the show to explain that. But I think what we're gonna do, because the old guard, we have an account on there. When we rate something, we're gonna rate it from 1 to 5. So we can be consistent in helping him out. So rating this game 1 to 5.
I'm gonna go 5, man. Because you know what? I explained this to you a little while ago. I was always somebody that would act like there's no such thing as a perfect game, right? But it was under the parameters that I was external parameters, what other people determined to be perfection. But when I'm talking about me, so now when I internalize it,
right?
For me, it wasn't missing anything.
Right. I couldn't find anything to pick at.
There's if there's nothing missing, then why shouldn't it be perfect for you? You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, there's always gonna be that person that nothing's perfect, and that was me for a while. For a long time. But for me, for my money. Nah, it's 5. Yeah, for me.
I'm gonna give it a 5 and add to it. So the reason I'm giving it a 5 is like what you were saying, just perfection, immersive. Felt like if you like movies and video games, this game is
both.
Like
it's literally both. They infused them.
You bought
a movie and you acted in it.
How much are games now? $69.99. I didn't even buy the deluxe. Worth it. I would have, and as I was playing, I was like, maybe I should have bought the deluxe. But I we'll get into that about
all the skins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll see if it includes anything.
Yeah, but I would say easily a good 25 to 30-ish hours of gameplay.
Yeah, solid gameplay.
Yeah, and then they're coming out with the year 1 content. So they're gonna have extra missions, extra the tax sims we didn't talk about, but they have this.
They always gotta have a simulator similar to what
it's just like Arkham. Like after you play the single player game, you have other little missions and things to get better, and then you can always
in the missions.
And then they encourage you to play the game again,
right? To run through the different missions that you can go right to a certain part in the game,
exactly,
and do it differently,
right?
Per the challenges,
right? So 5 from your boy.
Easy, man. Easy. Go get it.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you don't want to, drop the whole, what was it, like 80 for the deluxe? I think that's what I paid.
Oh, I thought the deluxe was 100. I thought 99.
Well, whatever it was, I paid it.
You paid it? Okay. You got the physical?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I didn't. I couldn't wait.
Okay, gotcha.
I couldn't wait. After you said it, I was like,
Yeah, I got like.
Drive.
Yeah, I think I got like one of the last copies because it was selling out.
Oh yeah. Multi-platform, man. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, man. If like I said, if you like movies, you like video games, and you want to be a stunt man, go ahead and pick it up. Well, I'll let you.